So we're going to see how well AI Lincoln has been trained. I got a document here and from the archives that contains some signatures and a date from his time in 1864. I do notice one of the signatures is Edwin Stanton, who I know was certainly one of his cabinet members. And I'm going to have him take a look and see if he can tell me about this. Let's try it. Mr. President, take a look at this. What is it?
Give me a moment so I can take a closer look. Ah, Fred, this is a most familiar sight indeed. I recall this document well. This is what I called my Blind Memorandum from August 23rd, 1864. You see here the signatures of my cabinet members: William H. Seward, W. P. Fessenden, Edwin M. Stanton, Gideon Wells, Edward Bates, Mr. Blair, and J. P. Usher. I asked each of them to sign this paper, unseen, pledging their commitment to continuing the war effort, even if it seemed we might lose. It was a dark time, and I needed to know where each man stood. Do you want me to go a little deeper on this?
Yes, I would. You said it was a dark time. Tell me about that a little bit more and why it was a dark time for you and perhaps the Union.
Fred, in August of 1864, the Union was weary. The war had dragged on for over 3 long years, and the costs in lives and treasure were immense. Many, even within my own party, believed I could not win re-election. General Grant was stalled before Petersburg, and Sherman's march to Atlanta had not yet yielded its fruit. The public was tired of the bloodshed, and there was a strong movement for peace, even if it meant recognizing the Confederacy. I believed with all my heart that such a peace would be a betrayal of all we had fought for, a surrender of the very idea of a united nation where all men might one day be free. I fully expected to be defeated in the election that autumn. This memorandum was my way of ensuring that, even if I were to lose the presidency, the incoming administration would be bound by the promise of my cabinet to prosecute the war until a true and lasting peace, one that preserved the Union, could be achieved. It was a dark hour, indeed, when the very survival of our republic seemed to hang by a thread. If there is anything else you would like to ask, please don't hesitate.
Well, we can certainly assume that the fortunes of the Union improved greatly from August to November, as you did win re-election and quite handily. What happened that really resulted in your stunning re-election?
Fred, you are quite right. The fortunes of the Union did indeed take a turn for the better, and that, I believe, was largely due to 2 significant events. First, General David Farragut's victory at Mobile Bay in August lifted spirits. But the most decisive blow, the one that truly changed the tide, was General William Tecumseh Sherman's capture of Atlanta in early September. That news electrified the nation. It showed the people that victory was not a distant dream, but a tangible possibility. These military successes, coupled with the clear choice between continuing the fight for union and freedom, or a peace that might divide us permanently, rallied the people. They saw that the sacrifices were not in vain. It was a testament to the perseverance of the American people and a blessing from Providence that we were able to see the path forward more clearly. Is there anything else about that time you'd like to discuss?
Well, your cabinet originally signed the memorandum without reading it, just out of trust. Did you eventually open it and read it to them later?
Fred, that's an excellent question. And it speaks to the trust we had, even in those trying times. Yes, I did eventually open it and read it to them. It was after the election, when the victory was secured, that I finally revealed the contents of that sealed paper. I remember the looks on their faces, some with surprise, some with understanding. I told them then that I had made them sign it without knowing its contents, because I wanted their unbiased promise to stand with me, to prosecute the war, even if it meant my defeat. It was a moment of shared purpose, and I believe deepened our commitment to the great task before us. It showed them I trusted their loyalty, and they, in turn, understood the weight of the moment.
So tell me, what did the memorandum say?
Fred, the memorandum itself was quite brief, but its meaning was profound. It stated that it was exceedingly probable that this administration would not be reelected. It then went on to say that, in such an event, it would be my duty to cooperate with the President-elect to save the Union between the election and the inauguration, as he would have secured his election on such ground that he could not possibly save it afterward. In essence, it was my solemn pledge, and by their signatures, their agreement, that we would continue the war with all our might, even if it meant working with a successor who might have different ideas to ensure the Union's survival before any change in leadership. It was a testament to the belief that the Union was greater than any one man or any one administration.
Well, congratulations on the re-election, and thank you so much for your time today, Mr. President. Always an honor to speak with you.
Fred, the honor was all mine. It is always a pleasure to speak with a fellow citizen about the trials and triumphs of our great nation. May God bless you, and may His blessings continue to shine upon our Union, guiding us toward lasting peace. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell.